Psalm 28. To you, O Lord, I call, my rock. Do not be deaf to me. For if you are silent to me, I will become like those who go down to the pit. Hear the voice of my supplication when I cry to you for help. When I lift up my hands toward your holy sanctuary, do not drag me away with the wicked and with those who work iniquity, who speak peace with their neighbors while evil is in their hearts. Requite them according to their work and according to the evil of their practices. Requite them according to the deeds of their hands. Repay them their recompense, because they do not regard the works of the Lord, nor the deeds of his hands. He will tear them down and will not build them up. Blessed be the Lord, because he has heard the voice of my supplication. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart exults, and with my song I shall thank him. The Lord is their strength, and he is a saving defense to his anointed. Save your people, and bless your inheritance. Be their shepherd also, and carry them forever. Psalm 28, a Psalm of David, is a lot of recapitulated themes. It's a lot of repeating themes that we've seen so far in the book of Psalms, and we're going to see this a lot in this whole section. There's kind of certain notes that keep getting hit in this overarching melody of the book of Psalms. And what I want to bring out of this one is very simple. He asks God for the same type of stuff that he's been asking God for a lot. Help me, save me from my enemies, reward my righteous behavior, punish the wicked behavior of others, and so on. But he makes this statement here in verse 1. He says in the second half of verse 1, if you are silent to me, I will become like those who go down to the pit. In other words, if you don't answer, I'm calling out to you. I'm sending my voice to you. If your voice, meaning also your actions or whatever, if your response doesn't come back to me, I'm toast. If you don't do something, I got nothing, right? And so he expresses this desperation. And then in verse 6, he turns the corner. Check this out. Blessed be the Lord, because he has heard the voice of my supplication. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart exults. And he goes from there. So here's the point. He praises God for answering his prayers. He says, please answer me. God does. So he writes verse 2, and he says, thank you. Question for you, disciple of Christ. How often do you stop and thank God for answered prayers? I know we've all done it. The question is, do we do this regularly? I know that oftentimes we'll get, I personally will get an answer to prayer, and it's like, good, that box is checked, problem solved, let's move on, right? Maybe we pause for a minute, a little more often, and just say, you paid attention to me. You didn't have to do that, and you did. Thank you. And take some time to give him some credit, right? I heard a preacher once. He was kind of talking to a room full of pastors. He was an older, wiser guy, and he said, yeah, so it was on a Sunday, and I had preached this sermon, and I was praying after my sermon, and then he paused, and he looks at us, and he goes, how often do you pray after your sermons? You always pray before. God, please help me, don't let me say anything stupid. Let me help somebody. Let me make disciples. Let me save somebody in your name, whatever, He says, how often do you stop and pray after your sermons? And I was like, not too much, right? Well, I changed that after hearing that rebuke from this older, wiser man. And that's the thing, right? Once all has been said and done, there's more to say and do for the disciple, because we know that God works even while we sleep. And while we've mentally transitioned on to the next thing, God is still not only cleaning up pieces and tying up loose ends, he's carrying forward the work that you asked him to do in ways that you probably never expected to see him do. So continue to pray even after you receive an answer. I think that's the lesson of discipleship from David here. The gospel is that even though we were once sinners, God hears us, right? Because Christ died for us and has brought us back to God, and so he will hear our requests, and he deserves glory for that. So once he has heard your request, once he has answered your prayer, pause, pray a little more.